our way to Porvenir. My name is Marcos Schultz. Glad to have you with us today. Let's go meet a couple of my friends. This is where I live, in Porvenir, about an hour south of Tijuana, Mexico. Vámonos. What do we do down here? What is Marcos, or what are Marcos and Veronica Schultz all about? What is Olive Tree Ministry all about? Well, really, if you were to write something on my gravestone, I would like it to be so-and-so went to the mission field because Marcos happened to cross his path once along the way. What we're really about is motivating Latins for the nations. But along the way, if that's our end goal, we do other things along the way. For over 30 years now, I've pastored a little church in Porvenir. In January of 2021, I will pass on that the pulpit to somebody else. I've done some writing along the way. It's a youth Bible, and they ask different people questions, and I was one of those people. So I have answer questions, youth questions in the Bible. Now, it's a youth Bible. It's not a Schofield Bible. I'm not Marcos Schofield, I'm Marcos Schultz, so don't be overly impressed with that. And then this book is about teens and relationships. In Spanish, it's Las Babies, Los Boys y Los Besos. It's a very frank little book. A loose translation in English would be guys and gals and getting it on. And these are some of the things we've done along the way. Poor people don't have a lot of resources to get their questions answered by or get help by. So they tend to have an openness towards God that I find awesome. And we just happen to have a poor person or two around to reach out to. I want to introduce you in a moment to a couple of friends of mine. Epifanio. Say that 3 times fast. Epifanio and Maria. And this is their little place here. Here it says that Maria has a little loncheria here. You can come in and have something to eat. We'll take you in. Before we go in, I'll say, by far, down here in Porvenir, most of the people aren't this poor anymore. When we moved down to this area in 1981, yeah, this would have been maybe an average place. But by far, Epifanio y Maria, 2 of my favorite people on earth. So I want you to come in and meet them. Now, as we go meet them, I'll mention, just hold on for a second, I'll be back. We're going to give them a couple little things. This looks like cheese to you, but actually if you listen to it, it's a maraca. No, it's not a maraca. It's rice. We're going to give them some rice. And then I don't know whether you have ever had Philadelphia cream cheese with beans. Oh, man alive. No, I've never had it. And Maria and Epifanio won't have it either. They'll just have the beans. We're taking them the beans. We want to help. Come on inside. Let's go ahead inside. Maybe a little bit bumpy walk. That's okay. Let's go. Hola. How are you, my friend? Oh, I'm very good. Un saludo COVID-19.
Okay.
Okay. Pásale. Y Adrián pase también, ¿no?
Sí.
Pásale, Adrián. So this is my friend Epifanio. Estos son mis amigos. ¿Le quiere dar un saludo? Un bienvenido a su casa.
Muy bien, gracias. Adiós, todo el tiempo.
Adiós. God all the time,
Dios,
Epifanio says.
Dios,
God.
sí,
Yeah.
él, sí.
¿Y esta jovencita quién es?
María.
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 María, María, María.
María.
María, mis amigos.
Dios, porque Él nos da de comer, Él nos da vida.
God
Él
gives
da
us food.
todo.
God gives us something to eat.
Y ahí se educan nuestros hijos con Él.
God is the one who's good to us, helps us with our children.
Sí, así es.
María, ¿usted qué dice?
Pues sí, como le dice él, Dios nos cuida y Dios nos protege.
Veronica and I came to Mexico as singles in the late 60s and early 70s. We met here, we married here. Our 3 biological kids were born while we were serving here. We've never moved back to the States. And obviously the 12 children who became part of our home and our family also all happened down here. We're privileged to be who we are, to be where we are, and to do what we do. And we're privileged to have people standing with us and praying. We know that prayer makes the difference. We can be busy and we can do good things, but if you want fruit, man, you need people praying. So we are thankful for people who are praying with us. And as we come closer to the end of 2020 and approach January 1st, I'd ask you to pray for us. Well, I'd ask you to pray for the church as we go through this transition period. It's not news to anybody down here. We've been working on it for 2.5 years. But the COVID thing has put a kicker in it, because COVID has really affected the church, because not everybody at church has access to Wi-Fi. And so they're not Zooming and they're not streaming and they're not Facebooking living. And so they're feeling kind of out of it. And to sort of have that happening and then have the transition happen, we'll just ask you to pray and pray for us. We're not going to be retiring. There's plenty more to do. We'll just have one less hat to wear. But we certainly appreciate you folks.
Gracias Señor, gracias por todo, por la palabra de Dios, gracias, muchas gracias. Gracias, Padre, gracias.
Amen.
Amén.
Amen. Muy bien. Thank you very much, folks. Bye-bye.